So you want to know what really makes a fitness class tick? Today, we're going to pop the hood and look at the engine. We're not just glancing at the exercises, we're taking the entire experience apart, piece by piece, to show you the professional design that separates a good class from an unforgettable one. This is the stuff that lets you go from just being in the class to truly owning the material.
So what's the secret sauce? I mean, really? Is it just a killer playlist, a super energetic instructor? Those things help. But the real secret? It's a system. It's an intelligent, deliberately crafted blueprint. And that's exactly what we're going to walk through together today. Okay, first things first, we've got to get our heads in the right space. To really get this, we have to stop thinking like someone taking the class and start thinking like the person who built it. This is all about understanding the why behind the what, so you can command the room with total confidence.
Right. Because when you get the logic behind every single phase, every song, every piece of equipment, you're not just a follower anymore. You understand the craft. And that is the foundation for anyone who wants to absolutely dominate this subject and lead with real authority.
Every great class, kind of like a well-built house, has to have a solid foundation. I call it the universal structure. The style might change. You could be in a HIIT class or a yoga flow, but the architecture underneath, it's surprisingly consistent. Nailing this basic, phased structure is the absolute first step you have to master. Let's use functional training as our perfect example. It's a classic. You always start with a warm-up, getting the body temperature up, getting the joints ready to move. Then you hit the athletic work. That's your high-intensity stuff, maybe a Tabata, something to get the heart rate screaming. The main course is the functional work, usually circuits or stations, and you always finish with a proper cool-down. That 4-part journey is the bedrock.
But what's the philosophy here? Why this structure? Look, it's not just about burning calories for an hour. The real goal is to make people's lives better outside the gym. It's about giving them the strength to go on a hike, the stability to carry groceries, or just the energy to play with their kids without getting winded. As a designer, your job is to build them up for their real life.
Okay, so our foundation is poured. Now it's time to choose the engine. This is the heart of the workout, the thing that drives the pace and the entire feel of the class. And honestly, almost every class you'll ever create or take boils down to one huge choice. Are we driven by rhythm or are we driven by reps?
And trust me, this one decision changes absolutely everything. On one side, you have classes that are at tempo di musica, to the beat of the music. Think about a Zumba or a step class, where every single move is locked to the rhythm. Then on the other side, you've got no tempo di musica, where the music is just background noise. Here, the workout is all about a plan, usually written up on a whiteboard. Let's dig into both.
So let's look closer at a rhythm-driven class like functional step. In this world, the instructor is a slave to the beat. The music is square, which is just a fancy way of saying it's built in perfect 32-count blocks. Your choreography has to fit inside those blocks. There are no breaks, and you control the intensity with the speed of the music, the beats per minute, or BPM, which usually hovers between 130 and 140. It's a very precise science.
Now, let's flip the script and look at a rep-driven class, like CrossActive. Here, the workout of the day, the WOD, is king. It's right there on the whiteboard for everyone to see. The music? It's just for hype. The structure is built around these specific protocols that you absolutely have to know. AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in a certain time. EMOM, every minute on the minute, you do a specific exercise. And for time is simple. It's a race to the finish.
So we've got our foundation and we've chosen our engine. Now it's time to bring in the tools of the trade. And let me be clear, in a professionally designed class, equipment is never, ever random. Every single dumbbell, resistance band, or step is there for a reason. It's all strategically chosen to dial up the intensity, hit specific muscles, and deliver on the promise of that class.
Just look at these examples. In a class like Active Pump, those barbells and plates are the whole show. The entire class is choreographed around them. Or in Bar Plus, that little softball isn't just a prop. It's a very specific tool to help you get deeper into the glute work. See? The equipment is woven right into the DNA of the class itself.
Okay, let's level up. We're getting into some advanced stuff now. Because the absolute best instructors, they don't just create workouts, they engineer experiences. They use these clever methods to build a super dynamic, engaging, and sometimes even competitive vibe that pushes people way past what they thought they could do.
And a perfect example of this is a technique called I Go, You Go. You see it a lot in high-intensity classes like boxing. This isn't just about two people working out next to each other. It's a partner challenge. It builds teamwork, a little friendly competition, and a ton of accountability. It's a really powerful tool to have in your back pocket.
So how's it work? Picture this. Partner A is hammering away on a heavy bag, counting their reps. While they're doing that, partner B isn't just standing around. They're doing something like squat jumps. When partner A is gassed, they yell, "Switch!" and partner B immediately hops on the bag and picks up the count right where A stopped. The first team to hit, say, 100 reps wins. It's intense, it's smart, and it gets people fired up.
And what's the result of all this smart design? Well, it's not just about having fun, it's about being effective. A tough 45-minute boxing class that uses a method like I go, you go can burn around 400 calories. That's a hard number that proves that this kind of intelligent design gets real, powerful results.
All right, we've taken this machine apart, looked at all the gears and wires. Now, let's put it all back together. This is your new fitness lens. From now on, you'll be able to see how all these different pieces, the structure, the engine, the tools, all click together to create one seamless, world-class experience.
A truly great class is never an accident. It's always built on that solid foundation. Your warm-up, your main work, and your cool-down. It's powered by a clear engine. Is it rhythm or is it reps? It uses tools with purpose. And often, it has that special X factor, an advanced technique to take the engagement through the roof. That right there is the blueprint.
So now you've got it. You have the instructor's lens. The next time you walk into any fitness class, you're not just going to be a participant. You're going to be an analyst. You'll spot the structure, you'll identify the engine, you'll see the strategy. So the real question is, how is this new way of seeing things going to change your next workout?